Don't know what's happening there. Literally, let me go back through and see if I can get it to do it again.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I do. this is not playing.
It's university.
The mic on, Grant, and that might help. Good morning. Sorry about that, forgot to turn the mic on as per normal. There's nothing unusual here, Galaxy, especially for me. Nice to have everybody on board. I tell you what, let me do this. And you know what? I found out what the problem was.
You.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
I'm the problem, literally. Pilot error, of course. Got to welcome everybody on board and welcome to Galaxy. It really, really is a pleasure to have you this morning. It really is. If you're a first-time viewer, all I can say is, why not subscribe? You know, sub, thumb, bell. Literally, bell notifications when we have important people, much like today's band coming out of Tennessee. Of course, we're talking about Fevertree. There's 3 of the band members with us as well. And at the same time, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it The Noise here at Galaxy. Simply because you do have a voice. Believe me, we get all of your social medias. We really, really do. We listen, and that's how we structure a lot of our show here at Galaxy. Let me just turn up the... Thank you. Well, I see the boss is watching again. Nice to have the boss on board. Michael Zdanowicz, coming out of Orlando, Florida, is joining us this morning. Of course, Galaxy Class Entertainments. If you ever need your band promoted or managed or anything like that, talk to Galaxy Class Entertainments. If you can't get hold of them, get hold of Barbara, and I'm sure she'll put you in touch with them pretty quick, smart. Jeremiah Jordan Ash. Now, believe me, I'm absolutely excited about this because I'm looking forward to meeting you, sir, in the very near future as well. Loving your music and new artist here at Galaxy. Nada says hi too, so nice to have Nada on board. Really is. So, let's get through the pilot error and get into it. Let's kick it off with More Than Enough. Here's Fevertree. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? Usually never happens more than twice. Dear oh dear. So, nice to meet you, gentlemen.
You too, man. Meet you too.
You guys have been...
Grant, right?
Yeah, only on days with the Y in it.
Do what?
Only on days with the Y in it.
Okay.
Dear. So you guys have been killing it on our radio station. Literally, I don't get through a breakfast show without seeing your name, at least in the breakfast show every morning.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's great news. It's really good. Yeah. Bring us over. We'd love to come see you, man.
Well, I do have something I do want to talk to you about after we finish this interview. Unfortunately, we only have three tracks, so it's not going to be a full hour, but we're going to get in there as much as we can with information and stuff like that. But yeah, there is something that I would like to talk to you about after we do this, and I'm pretty sure you might be elated with a lot of the numbers that we have here at Galaxy as well. How many countries are tuned in right now? Oops, she's just got to get her laptop up and running properly.
157.
Okay, 157 countries tuned in right now.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome.
I'll give you the cities very shortly, but the one that you really, really want to know about is how many devices and or people tuned in at the end of this, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at that, because we are in every English-speaking country in the world.
Wow, well, that's awesome, man.
And some that aren't, and I don't know how that works, but we'll take it.
Right. Congrats, man. That's great. That is awesome. Great.
So,
happy to be on there.
Any of you guys vegans?
No, boy. No.
No? You're meatahologists like me?
Yeah, that's all we eat. 110%.
Okay, well, look, I'm trying to come to the bottom of a myth, literally. And I'm trying to figure this one out. Has any of you guys ever had a vegan sausage?
I've never had a vegan sausage.
Is that a trick question?
Well,
Yeah.
it could be, but I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out whether they're made of real vegans or not.
Yeah, no, I've never had one.
He speaks like a Kiwi. Yeah, nah.
Might have mixed with you.
Yeah, nah. I love that. Us Kiwis talk like that. We do. By the way, you might gather that I like to throw a bit of humour into this as well.
We're right there with you.
We love that.
Okay, do you guys think out of the box? Do you like to think out of the box?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What's
well,
the box?
Yeah, well, it depends on the box.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. Okay, well, here's something I've been trying to figure out for a long time now. Kamikaze pilots, Second World War, right?
Right.
They were never taught to land, were they?
No.
So why the hell did they give them crash helmets?
Well, they were leather though, right?
Yeah.
Still,
I mean,
still there was
it's
a
just like
bloody...
I tell my kids.
That's a legitimate question.
Well, I tell my kids the same thing on the four-wheeler, and it's like the helmet's not going to help that much.
Well, why do they give you seat belts on a plane?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
What's that going to do?
A seatbelt on a plane. There
Exactly.
you go, same thing.
Yeah.
The new fix it yourself manual? I guess I did. I wonder if they did in Spain. Did they? What's the Spain person? I feel a lot of stuff on in the middle. Of course.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're heading all the way over to Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, home of Elvis, and catching up with the band Fevertree. Of course, today we're being joined by John, Tim, and Mike. Nice to have these guys on board. It really is. Welcome to Galaxy, gentlemen.
Hey, great to see you.
Good to be here.
Good morning.
It is, yeah, absolutely. Oh, good evening over there. Believe me, it's an absolute pleasure to finally meet up with you guys. Now, I play your music every morning in the breakfast show, and you seem to have made quite an impression with our listeners here at Galaxy. We call it The Noise, too, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
We appreciate you guys so much. That means the world to us.
Well, I tell you what, literally, we structure our show on the amount of requests per artist, per track that we play in the breakfast show every day. In fact, a lot of our shows are done that way. And it's always a pleasure to be able to come in at night time. I get to work about 10:30 at night. And the receptionist has got about 3 USB devices there for me. One is stats, basically how the station went for the day, over 24 hours. One of them is urgent mail and emails and everything that I must address as the CEO of a company.
Right.
And the other one is the amount of requests per artist, per track that I take into production. And production and I, about 1:30 in the morning, we'd start going through it so that we can structure a show for 6 o'clock for the breakfast show. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it's always a pleasure to see Fevertree in that list every morning. It really is.
That's awesome, man. You don't know, that means so much. Thanks, everybody.
Well,
Love you guys.
we kicked off the show with More Than Enough. Now, believe me, I'm absolutely loving this track, so I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't say, you better tell me something about this. Tell me about the lyrics.
More Than Enough is basically talking about being content and happy with what you got. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of times, especially in my younger years, it was all about me. You know what I mean? And so no, it's not. So, you know, as I've gotten older and you know, lived a little life, I think it just has to do with, you know, being content, being happy with where you are, and you know, and that's all. The things you got, you've been blessed with, so that's it. You know, that's all you need.
You know,
that's what that's about.
I think that's indicative of everybody, though, isn't it? As you get older, that your whole mental structure is changing to where you were at the time. You know, when you're young and, you know, teenager style.
Right, you know, it was all sex, drugs, rock and roll, you know, when you're younger, and then, you know, you get a little older, and you live a little life, and you just learn some lessons, you know. That's what it's all about.
It is all about sex, drugs, rock and roll, as long as you're not getting kicked out of towns.
Right.
I was, literally, I got asked out of towns, you know, the police says don't ever come back.
It's true, it's a true story.
You know, and that's a true story too, it really is. But that's another story for another day. Having said that, I got to ask you, nothing left to hide. Now, really? Nothing at all?
You know,
I should show you a picture of our bass player and you'd understand.
Right. Right.
He likes to take pictures of himself and for some reason.
Nude.
Absolutely. Where's your phone? Yeah, so our bass player is oh, that's mine. Notorious for that's mine.
You don't want to leave one of your instruments in a room alone with him.
Right. He'll take it and there'll end up being a nude photo
With your
instrument.
with his
With his instrument, on your instrument. And that just sort of happens a lot.
Anyway.
But
Well, thank you for the heads up.
do what?
Thank you for the heads up.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Here you go. He's about to show you. There you go.
So that's Tim's acoustic guitar, if you can see it there.
I love it. I do. Love the beer too. That's fantastic.
So many more. He has his own line of candles out. Rock and roll cabbage. And he has.
Oh wait. Here's a lovely one of John's favorite snare drum.
One of John's favorite snare drum.
I'll get a photo of that one.
Just a quick tuning, right? You just needed a quick tuning.
Right.
Can you put it back?
And this is what
Yeah,
he's not here.
bring it back again.
Where the little hairs came from that were in it.
Show me that photo again, please.
Here we go. You got it?
Well, I've got about 4 women all crowding the monitors here, their phones, taking photos right now. But more importantly, I'm looking at the underdecks around his knees.
That's usually.
No, they can
that
strip.
is usually
Impromptu.
right. That's like a you know that comes with every photo.
Well, at least it doesn't have a bacon strip in it.
Right.
And then it might have been Canadian bacon at that, you never know. Dear. So, obviously, really, nothing left to hide is kind of self-explanatory now.
Right.
So I tell you what, everybody that's tuned in is going to listen to this in a whole different manner now.
It gives completely different meaning to the lyrics of the song.
You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here's Fevertree. Nothing left to hide.
Literally.
Literally.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I really do. Hey, do you guys remember Captain Kirk, William Shatner?
Yeah.
I see in the news this morning in Canada that the government has made him recall his lingerie line.
What, he had a laundry. What was the name of it?
Yeah, Shatner panties, not a good name.
What was it? Shatner panties. Shatner panties.
Drinking the beer.
Yeah, you're allowed to drink your beer. Dear.
Hey, have you seen that? Have you heard of that guy? That new. What's that actor's name? Mike. Have you heard of Mike?
Mike Hunt.
Well, it's okay.
His last name isn't Hunt by any chance, is it?
His last name's Literace.
Literace.
I have to put this.
But
That it's not
sometimes
suitable for children. It's me.
you can find him sometimes, but
Little bald guy, a bit jumpy, is he?
yeah, a little bald.
They look at him.
That is correct.
Yeah, you
Man in a boat.
got to watch out. You got to watch out for him. I've heard he hangs out with a dick.
Richard.
You've got a pretty good attitude for Monday morning.
Right.
I like it.
You don't have to be weird to work here, but fuck, it helps.
Now, yeah. I've got to put this onto YouTube.
Oh, you got to put it on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh
I have
dear.
to put it under the adult.
Put it under the adult one. Yeah,
Not suitable
it's got a
for
four-letter word and it's called work.
Yeah, it's not suitable for children today,
Oh
unfortunately.
gosh,
So-
dear. Yeah,
Smack.
I'm being told off now.
Yeah, we can add it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can handle it. You're way over there.
Exactly. Hey, all I have to do is crack another can and they're fine.
Yeah.
Literally. So, having said this about thinking out of the box, literally, here's one for you to think about actually. Could you imagine if your knees bent in an opposite direction as to what they bend now? Could you imagine how interesting chairs would be?
Cheers.
Chairs, like what you're sitting on.
Oh, chairs.
Yeah.
Let me think about that a minute.
No. Yeah. That would be fucked up.
Yes.
Well, you might need...
They would be backwards.
You might need to put a hole where you just normally wouldn't put a hole, really.
Right.
You might sit down and go, oh!
Therefore, your bass player might find interesting poses for his new
I don't
position.
want to think about that.
Well, they mentioned it. Oh, here we go again. Here he
Well,
is.
that's my Les Paul.
Look,
Oh,
the underwear are down. The underwear's gone.
Oh, yeah.
And again, no bacon strips. Sean Simpson is watching. Nice to have Sean on board. Hello, sweetheart. We
Don't
love
look.
You. Don't look.
Yeah.
Don't look.
Don't look at the naughty pics.
Oh, don't look at the naughty pics. I've been
No,
told.
I've got a few. It's going to the adults.
It's going to the adult section this time.
Yes.
We're not in the
It's
kiddies section today.
No.
Fair enough. Dear, oh dear. The reason why I asked about the vegan sausage was, you see, it is a myth, I'm pretty sure. But more importantly, you see, I was upset when I found out the Girl Guide biscuits weren't made of real Girl Guides. I got kicked. I've got a story for you, a true story. You know, I think you'll find it amusing. That's right, turn the mic on, Grant. Gosh, you're going to do it all day, aren't you? Really. New desk, unfortunately, we've got new equipment and I'm still getting used to it. Literally. I tell you what, a true story too. We were faltering with a desk through Christmas time, so we ordered a new desk. Now they're being handmade for us, right?
Right.
And they're shipping these desks off to us, literally for us to get told not so long ago, sorry, you're not going to get your desk. It's been stolen by pirates.
Oh, really?
Now, I'm sorry, the only pirate that I know of, literally, is, well, on the movies. You know what I mean?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
In fact, I met Johnny Depp while he was filming one of those scenes here in New Zealand, in Auckland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was buying a second-hand car at an auctions across the road. I went out for a cigarette, and he's out there talking to people, and I just rocked up, and I went, you look like Johnny Depp. He goes, that's strange, I am. Fair enough, okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he took me in and showed me the whole scene and everything like that. It was the Pirates #1, their very first one, you know,
Right,
so
very first one, yeah.
fantastic. I got to see stuff that normally people wouldn't see. But, you know, it's just one of those things where you're on the spot at the time and you just get cheeky enough to go up and say, you know, hey, you know, I see you on TV, and, you know, well, strange that, because I am. It was like, sweet. Can you sign stuff for me? You know what I mean? Get out the pen. Yeah, great guy. Really good guy. Sonny Morgan is watching. Nice to have you back again, Sonny. It really, really is, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. End of this week, I think it is, Friday. We've got a holiday on Thursday. It's a weird week this week, too. We've got Anzac Day, which is memorial for our returned servicemen and people who didn't return. That's our anniversary of that, happening this Thursday. So we're going to be talking to you on Friday, Sonny. It really is cool.
Our Friday.
Michael Zdanowitz is going, wow.
I think it might have been a rude photo.
Oh, it might have been a rude photo.
Well, they
okay,
weren't rude, but
fair
the
enough.
photos.
Just wondering about that. Now, guys, always be a Southern man. This is your most requested track here, and I've got to let you know, 3,744 requests for it so far. Tomorrow it'll be more, I know this. So I want to know, what is the secret behind the success of this track?
Well, to be real, to be honest, I mean, it's we never expected that with this song, but it's ended up even here in Memphis with our fans here. It's a lot of people's favorite song, and I guess it's just because it's real. You know, it's talking about how we are, and it's true. I mean, you know, we haven't been a whole lot of places out of the South, and we'll always be Southern guys. I mean, listen to my voice. I mean, when you hear my voice, it's pretty much. Wait a minute, John. Listen to his voice. Go ahead, John. Say something.
What the hell are you talking about?
So, I mean, that's what we are, you know. We'll always be that, and it's just sort of simple. You know, life in the South is sort of slowed down, sort of simple, and that's what it's all about, you know. And that's what the song's about. So.
You know,
it's funny. When we were writing this song, I don't think you had a title for it yet.
No, I can't. What do we call it?
I called it the Bullfrog song.
The Bullfrog song. Right?
Because he said something about Bullfrog singing.
Bullfrog singing out his song.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually been to Memphis. I've actually been to Graceland, of all places. Had a look around there. Was talking to one of the security guards there, and he says to me, I like your accent.
Right?
I got an accent? I speak like every other bloody Kiwi in the world. Really? I've got an accent? He goes, yeah, no, believe me, you've got an accent. I went, very cool. So, right here at Galaxy. Joining us live is the boys themselves from Fevertree. We're talking to Mike, Tim and John. Here's Always Be, a Southern Man, most requested track here at Galaxy.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Gosh, it's hot in here. He says to me,
37.
right, cool.
That's awesome, man.
Oh,
That is so awesome.
how many cities are tuned in?
Are you, Grant, are you having hot flashes?
Yes,
Yeah.
It's 30 degrees.
It's those rock pictures, wasn't it?
30 degrees here, it really is. I'm telling them to occupy the Kiwi air conditioning. It's called Open the Bloody Window.
Did they?
Hi, Frank.
Did that. Cities?
Must catch you
193.
Oh, okay. 5,193 cities are tuned in right now.
Wow. Awesome.
You guys are famous. Superstars. Literally. Troy Tipton is joining us. Nice to have the bad boy on board. Very cool. Very cool. I want to catch up with you in the near future too, Troy. I really do.
You're up and running properly now.
Yeah, everything's going back up and running. Had a lot of problems since November, we really did. Especially while we were over in India. There was a lot of problems.
Hide from stained glass.
Dear. So we're going to wrap it up right now, but guys, don't go anywhere just yet because we're going to take some pictures and stuff like this. You'll get a copy of everything we did today.
Sweet.
And
Awesome.
Barbara will put it into a movie, send it to you guys as well. I recommend that you show it to people you don't like. No, seriously. I mean, if you show it to friends and family, they're going to love it because it's you guys, right?
Yeah.
But if you show it to people you don't like, that usually puts a fire under their tuchus, and before you know it, they're getting in touch with us saying, hey, I got a band too.
Quite a bit.
You know what I mean? But having said that, Barbara gets about 200 submissions a day. Literally.
Really?
So just to get
Thank you, Gigi.
played on our radio station alone is phenomenal. To get an interview, fantastic. Well done.
Yeah, we can't thank you enough. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Extremely grateful. Thank you very much.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a surprise that I want to talk to you about once we wrap this up as well, because the promotions don't stop here. We've got other things that we like to shuffle our artists around in as well, if you know what I mean. So,
Great.
oh, by the way, are you familiar with the Galaxy Artist page on Facebook?
The what?
Yes, I am.
Galaxy Artist page.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Well, you know what? Yes.
it's
Mike,
free to
yes.
artists and everything like that. We do charge businesses that want to advertise and stuff like that, but artists,
Right.
we'll never take
Anything
money
to
from
do
an
with
artist
music.
for anything. But all I can suggest is use it, because everybody goes there to have a look. You know what I mean? So if you want people to know who you are, it doesn't matter if you've got a new video, a new track, you're going to the opening of a shoebox, I don't really care, as long as you put it in there, because people like to know who you are. Okay?
Okay.
Literally.
Great.
And if you've got a t-shirt that you want to pass my way, I'd be more than happy to wear it while I do this.
Oh, absolutely, man. You got it.
We'll send it to,
What size?
How many you want?
For you and Barbara.
Oh, well, I'll get Barbara to put the shopping list together for you, okay?
Okay. All right.
And
Yeah,
what-
we got all kinds of stuff for you.
Quite
Would you
frankly.
like a nude photo of Rocco?
No.
Yeah,
well,
go on.
Only if it's signed.
Right, I'll give you this.
Yeah, all right. We'll have
We got a
that.
big canvas one of him on a Harley.
How
We've got a big picture
Yeah.
on the wall up there.
Yeah.
What
On a
sort of
Harley.
Harley was it? What size?
I'm not sure. What size was it? Mike?
It's like a 1450 or something.
Oh, okay.
1450,
Okay, I've got a 1340 Fat Boy.
Ah,
An old
What do
one.
you got?
very nice.
Yeah.
I have a Dynawag glass, but man.
Oh, look, I was talking to a guy the other day. He says it's my grandmother's putt. Look, my 1340 is no grandma putt. Really isn't. It was insulting. I built it from scratch. I went to the dump with a friend of mine and we found this old frame, and
Yeah.
we got together and spent about 3 years and we built the bloody thing.
Wow.
The closest thing that we could find, literally to take a reference from, was a Bon Jovi toy. A toy of Bon Jovi's motorbike.
Wow.
And we built it to spec, absolutely. Of course,
That's great.
he's an engineer and used to turn stuff out for us. Whatever we couldn't buy or acquire, we'd make. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's won a few awards, that bike. Anyway, we will wrap it up from here. Just got a couple of more questions for you before we go, and then we'll get into the funny stuff afterwards. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Fevertree, coming out of Memphis, Tennessee, and absolute pleasure to meet up with these gentlemen, it really, really is. Now, I just got one really, well, it's pressing really. Anything new in the can coming out in the near future?
Yes, absolutely. We've been, actually, that's what we've been sort of concentrating on right now, is writing new material, and we have a couple of really, really good songs that we're excited about. Of course, you can hear all of our songs, and you can go to our website, which is fevertreeband.com, or it's on all the digital platforms. And don't get us confused with the Fevertree from the 60s. That's two words. We're one word, and we've got the record that you guys have been playing songs from, which is Social Mediocrity. Well, actually, Always Be is from Lessons Learned. That's from our first record. And then we've got a couple of singles we released last year. Buried Alive, and actually a remake of an Ian Moore song from 1995 called Muddy Jesus. And so you can hear all that stuff. But yeah, we have new material. We're very excited about it. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have something. This in November this year. This will be our a decade of Fevertree.
Yeah.
So we've been together for 10 years, and we're excited about doing a few things for that, and getting some new music out, and we're excited about being with you guys at Galaxy. And thanks so much for having us, man. It's been awesome.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure for us here at Galaxy as well. Now, at the same time, if there's new stuff coming out, maybe, just maybe, you may want to pass it our way, and you never know, we might be able to do another interview. Would you be interested in doing a second interview?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We'll come back. Hey, you can have us every Monday. Every Monday from now till the end of time.
We'll even do some acoustic songs for you.
Yeah.
We're going to have them.
I love it, I really do. That's cool. I want to give a shout out to Curtain Call Records as well. These guys do such a great job, and thank you for passing on Fevertree to us, and keep that up. It really is an absolute brilliant move. But in the meantime, we are going to have to wrap it up right now. Please don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to have a little chat about a few things. But in the meantime, folks, don't go anywhere. Absolute fantastic music coming up on Galaxy right through until 6 o'clock in the morning, when Barbara and I are back at the breakfast show. Have a very happy day. And from me here at Galaxy, let me say happy radio, everyone. See you in the morning.